Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to the next session of Crusader Kings 2! I'm back with a little bit of a delay. Playing the two sessions back to back turned out to be a bit more inconvenient than I'd expected. It took a while to get all the recordings sorted out, but hey, it's all done and here I am, back again and eager to play some more. Now, I left these notifications on in the beginning on purpose, because I totally forgot to take care of them last time. We totally forgot to make our eldest son Ravn the designated regent of Skåne. Let him take over the rulership of the realm should anything happen to us. So we're gonna grant him the title of designated regent. And while we're at it, since he is a warrior kind of feller, we're also going to recruit him into the warrior lodge. Have him join the wolf warriors too. Because it makes sense, why not? Like father, like son. Maybe he can become the great warrior type that Haraldr the Great Bear never turned out to be. And speaking of that, I've been mulling it over, and I'm afraid we're just gonna have to accept the fact that Harald is gonna remain content for the most part of his life. I mean, we are gonna continue to hope he outgrows the trait, that the trait disappears on its own somehow, but more than likely we'll be stuck with it till he grows old. And by the time he grows old, he's gonna die, and as annoying as and frustrating as it is for me to have my first character pick up the very trait I didn't want him to pick up, I did set the rules for this game at the start of the playthrough, and in accordance with those rules, it's just gonna have to be a slower first start. So, yeah. He's going to settle with looting and pillaging for the betterment of Skåne and the reconstruction efforts in Rügen. Oh, we can build new stuff at Rügen. I didn't realize it. What do we want? Let's increase the levy size. That sounds good. Good thing I checked that up. So yeah, that's gonna be the extent of what we'll do. I'm guessing that the previous eagerness, the previous vigor displayed earlier at the beginning of this playthrough, maybe it was just typical youthful ambition, and that now in his older age, well, I say older age, he's mid-age rather, but back in those days it was a miracle if you lived past 50 and 60, so by medieval standards this is pretty much old age. Maybe with old age Harald has become more grounded, so to say. He's become a more down-to-earth kind of person. He started to realize that it's one thing to have dreams and aim for the stars, but reality is usually a very different story. It's not that easy to become legendary warrior and a legendary Viking, which doesn't mean you ought not to try, but you know, it's kind of similar to real life, you know. It's common for young kids to dream about being a famous actor or a famous singer or a football pro or whatever. It's not impossible, but you know, it's unlikely unless you possess that very, very special talent, that special gift. It's usually nothing more than a pipe dream. And maybe Harald has come to the same conclusion about his ambitions. Maybe having had the chance to rule and be endowed with the responsibility of rulership, he's come to have a more nuanced picture of things. And I mean, he's not lacking anything in life. He's got plenty of gold and riches. He does go out on his occasional raids, he does help the realm out at war, and he's tremendously good at it. War is indeed what he was born to do. In that regard, he was unlawfully held back by his family, if you believe the rumors and stories. But the other part of him, you know, the part that said, be content with what you've got, don't believe yourself to be more than you are, it's proved to be right in the sense that he's made as a lower tier vassal. He was made to be a count. The purpose of his life is to provide help where he can, which is to his lands and now also Rügen. This is not how I personally wanted the story to turn out, but this is the outcome we're getting with the cards dealt to us by the game. And I'm guessing, slowly but surely, this is what Harald is thinking. That, for him, tales of glory and riches really doesn't matter that much. That still doesn't mean that he can't do the best for his kids. Which is part of the reason I betrothed my eldest daughter with this pretender, if you will, to the High Chiefdom of Bohemia. Now, we're not going to wage wars to gain lands for ourselves, provided the content traits is still around, that is. But there is nothing about the content traits that says we can't intervene to help our kids gain lands. So, like, if this weak claim could be pushed, like if he gets sick and ends up in a regency, if we have a woman ruler somehow, or if he just dies before they have a son, there's nothing saying we couldn't assist in making this happen. The content trait doesn't have to stretch to his children. We could still want the best for our kids and our dynasty. So I'm absolutely gonna leave the door open to waging war in the name of providing our kids with some lands. And obviously, if we were to gain a mission from the wolf warriors to conquer more lands closer to us, we're gonna take them up on that as well. I just didn't want to travel all across the world to grab some random lands in Ireland for pretty much no reason whatsoever, because it would serve us no purpose to own land there if we're based here. But if they come back to us and tell us, like, go take Sjælland, or go take Rostock, or Mecklenburg, or someplace down here, we could absolutely accommodate them with that. But only for the benefit of the wolf warriors. That's where the content trait comes in the sense that we're not doing it for personal gain. But anyways, speaking of the embetterment of the family, I used this time off to take a closer look at the marriage game, because we've married or betrothed our 3 eldest children, and I figured if he's not gonna fight to get land for himself, the least Harald's gonna do is to ensure that all of his kids are properly married. So I've scanned through the map, gone through all the characters, and I've found suitable marriage partners for all of my kids. I've listed them here as interesting characters, and I'm gonna go ahead and betroth them straight away. Actually, just to make sure I don't forget. So, Hilda is married to this Bohemian dude, Sebor Premislid, potential pretender to Bohemia. Our heir, Ravn, is married to Svanhildur Björnsdottir, daughter of the late Björn Järnsida, possible pretender to the petty kingdom of Svitjod. Hafrid was, or is, homosexual, and betrothed to Halvdan of the Yngling dynasty, Oh yes, and she was betrothed in a regular marriage to these guys here that would potentially form the Kingdom of Norway. In case you didn't pick that up from last time. So the new betrothals I've got in mind are for our son Hallgrim, who is 15 years of age and is gonna be becoming an adult later this year. I'm gonna betroth him to... where is she? Bothildir of the Vitsark dynasty in York. I think she's the sister of the current king of York, 5-year-old King Grimer. What was her name? Bothildir. She's quick. She's the child of a concubine. She's brooding and fussy. And the good part here is she'll agree to a regular marriage, but well, that was pretty much a given. Who should she? Hallgrim. She's gonna be betrothed to Hallgrim. We're gonna have a non-aggression pact with Jorvik. And with our second son, Holmgeir, he will be betrothed to Bodil Jute of Jylland, who is the sister to the current king Alfir. Again, a regular marriage. Her name was Bodil. We're marrying her to inte Hallgrim. Not Hallgrim, Holmgeir. There we go. And then Hemming, our youngest son of merely 8 years old, she will be betrothed to Elin Rurikid of Holmgård here. So let's get that going to Hemming. Yes, indeed. And then last but certainly not least, our youngest daughter, 7-year-old Revna. And this was the part I was gonna... This was what I was referring to earlier when I was talking about the good thing here is... right, she was gonna be married to Anlaufur, who is down here somewhere. I have no idea why he's ended up in this court, but the funny thing is he is a son of the former king of Könugård, I think it's pronounced. Yeah, he's this son here who's ended up all the way over in Prussia for whatever reason, and he's sitting on a whole bunch of claims. He's got a claim on Könugård. He's got a claim on Lithuania. He's got a claim on Turov. He's got a claim on... yeah, this place too. So he's sitting on a bunch of claims. No, not that guy. The other guy. This guy is sitting on a bunch of claims. And he will agree to marry into my family matrilineally. So he'll come to our court, we'll have an opportunity to press one of his claims at some point, and it's all gonna be within our family. And I thought that was a great, great deal. So she's gonna be married to him. Yeah. Yeah, that's fantastic. All our children are betrothed or married. And in most of these cases, they're all gonna be married within our own family. As I just realized I forgot to start the timer again, which I seem to always do. So I'm gonna put it on, I don't know how long I might have been talking for. I'm gonna give myself, let's give myself 35 minutes. Let's assume I've been talking for 10 minutes. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, and the best part of everything is almost everybody is marrying so that their kids are part of our family. It's only Hafrid here that's marrying a regular marriage and hence will have children of a different dynasty. So I think Harald has done a good job here. Harald's done a good job not only in securing proper marriages for our kids, but also left each candidate with enough claims that they can pursue lands for themselves if they choose to do so. So even though Harald himself might not push any greater claims or climb the social ranks in his lifetime, he is at least giving his children a fair shot at doing so, provided they have the ambitions to actually go ahead with it. So yeah, I'm really happy about it. And speaking of marriage, why shouldn't Harald himself be able to move on too? I mean, sure, he's content, but he is proud. He's still got that Viking mentality in him. It's not like he's humble. He may be content, but he's not humble. He still believes that he deserves, a few of the advantages of rulership, and he's been mourning his wife for a good 4 years now. Almost 5 years, actually. No, sorry, it was 4 years. It's 3.5 years now. So I figured, why isn't it time for Harald as well to move on? Not necessarily for the sake of marriage, but for mere companionship. I know he's got his concubines, but meh. He hasn't had kids with any of them. He doesn't like any of them particularly much. Why not get himself a proper wife? Why not get himself a companion to keep him company and to just help him rule the land? And I found an excellent candidate for him. I checked through the marriage list for him, and initially I was like, meh, nothing much to choose from. But then I found someone. I thought was really, really great. Let's see if I can locate her again. Wait, let's sort by age. I think she was here somewhere. She was pretty young. There she is. Look at this girl here. Fedora Gostomislovna of the Radimich house. She is a Russian located all the way over here. Let's just say Harald is exploiting a connection within the Wolf Warriors or something. So the sister of the guy that rules this place. Just look at her stats. She's a mastermind theologian, so she was originally schooled to be a priest, but she's apparently done so well in the arts of war, she's been promoted to a shield maiden, recognized for her remarkable bravery and spirit. She is attractive, she is shrewd, humble but shrewd, and she's ambitious. It is my secret hope as the player that being married to this woman is gonna convince Harald to at least strive for something in his life, to not just be content with sitting around, to make him realize in the final years of his life to use whatever time he's got left to make something. Hopefully the content trait will go away, but we'll see. Either way, she's 17 years, she's an attractive girl, and it's going to provide Harald with some joy towards the end of his life. So we're going to go ahead and marry. We're going to go ahead and propose the marriage, which he will accept. We'll even gain some prestige for it. And I think that's it. Oh, one more thing. We haven't gained any major events with the hunting focus as of yet. I'm gonna... Oh shit, I pressed the wrong button. I'm gonna go on with this focus though for a couple of more years though. Give it a chance to trigger. And if they don't, I'm just gonna change focus to something else. I might go over to rulership because it fits with his persona of just ruling his lands, because those are the main focuses in his life right now, his family and his lands. Anyways, I've talked on for long enough once more, as is usual, so let's just continue on with the game and see what it throws at us. My young son smiles broadly at my encouragement. I thought you'd never ask. I'll contact King Harald right away, father. King Harald, huh? That was a title we could have grown used to. But it's Harald Hårfager, King of Viken, who's also the head of the warriors. So, yeah. Report back to me when the trial's over, son. Okay, so now we've got ourselves a new wife. Theodora here. Can we give her like an honorary title? Yeah, she can be the Toon. Why not? Go ahead, girl. You can teach the kids a thing or two. She's around at the court. Okay, to the proud Chief Harald, I've decided to accept the matrilineal betrothal between Revna and Anlaufur. Okay, so we can unfollow him. Jylland approves of our betrothal between Holmgir and Bodil. Okay, we didn't follow her to begin with. Or maybe we did, but maybe I just deactivated it. Maybe I just deactivated it on my own. Okay, and right, Elin Rurikid, that betrophal's been approved too. And Jorvik has approved our betrothal with the quick daughter here. Hallgrim got the lucky... He got the lucky straw here, getting the girl that was smart, because there weren't I wanted to get more quick or genius girls to my other sons, but there was only her to choose from, really. My young son has sorry, can't read. My young son has joined me for dinner tonight and not stopped talking about his initiation duel. It was exhilarating, father, and now I'm one of the wolf warriors. I knew you had it in you, Ravn. So he's gaining some prestige, we're grateful, and we're happy. So that's really great. A swollen ankle, okay. But I'm going to assume he won. Like, unless I have reason to believe otherwise, I'm gonna assume he won the initiation. So, welcome aboard, son. That's great. Anyways, I know... Oh, wow. Sheesh, that was quick. Do we want to do something else? Let's get a weaponsmith, because we've only got stage 1 in that particular thing. Let me keep the pause button for a little bit, because there was one thing I forget to touch upon from the last session as well. While we personally didn't do much, King Knud here and his expedition down south just went completely tits up. And now our vassals are even more, his vassals I should say, are even more displeased with him. See, not a single one has a positive opinion of him. His wife still loves him, but he doesn't like her. Because she's cheating on him. He suspects her to be cheating on him. That's great. So yeah, the factions are growing in size to potentially depose him, replace him with another king. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Again, we're gonna stay out of this mess. Ironically, oh, now he wants to make me chancellor. Okay, chancellor is a better bid than marshal, but we're gonna decline that as well. Diplomacy's still not our strongest suit. Now, ironically, even though the very reason Harald is where he is today is because he broke the hierarchy within his family, I think Harald is frowning a bit upon all these people that are seeking to depose King Hårdknut in favor of one of Sigurd's other sons. And that's kind of because, well, yeah, he seized power of Skåne himself, but everything he's done since has been for the benefit of the realm as a whole. And he reasons these people here They're not interested in working for the realm as a whole. They're interested in grabbing power for themselves. Harald gave up all those ambitions the moment he became content. And so now he looks down upon all those others that are in it to exploit the position of a mere child ruler just to grab power for themselves. Harald isn't a big fan of Hård Knut either. Harald recognizes the incapacity of this king to rule the land, but he disapproves making a move against him because the realm as a whole doesn't benefit. Because Skåne has been kept safe, because the realm overall has been at peace. We haven't suffered any foreign invasions. We haven't suffered any looters or raids. Even the Christians are far away from us. So for all of his flaws, we're still not doing as bad as a lot of other realms are. And Harald sees no reason to change a concept that works. And furthermore, he may be an unworthy priest and an incompetent ruler and a scandalous ruler and everything, but he's still the son of Sigurd. He is still the eldest son of Sigurd-snake-in-the-eye, who was universally recognized as a great king, and in line with the laws and the customs that according to the laws and customs of the time, Hård Knut is the rightful ruler of the land. We just gotta have to try and push him in the right direction somehow, however that's gonna work. And funnily enough, despite all my talks of no personal ambitions, look what's happened. Our chancellor's returned and told us he's now got a claim on Bornholm, which he's probably not gonna tell Harald outright, because Harald's gonna be right, no, throw that claim away. But as you all know, I'm hoping for the day I can get rid of the content trait, so our chancellor is gonna be a little bit sneaky, owed to his ambitious personality, and he's gonna put the claim away for potential future use someday. So we're gonna continue and fabricate a claim, this time on Halland, because you never know, it could be good to have. Hopefully he doesn't become king though, because if he moves the capital to Halland, we're gonna have a hard time claiming it. But it feels good. It's very good we have these claims sitting around in case he was to have a reason to start pressing them. So I'm guessing we're mostly just gonna sit around now, wait to see what happens, and then just react to that. Ooh. Oh, right. That's another thing. We're trying to become better friends with Gunhildr here, but she's already got 100 opinion of me, so we're gonna stay friends with her for a while longer. I was trying to find her someone good to marry, but all the options we got here are mostly just... Actually, hold on. No, we don't want to marry her with a ruler, because she'd end up moving away and we want her in court. But look, all of these are mostly old biddies, except for the Marshal of Öland here, who's got a claim to Northumbria of all places. How did he get that? Ooh. So he's the son of some old ruler of Northumbria. Are you now? But would you agree to marry... Would you agree to marry matrilineally? Let me take a look. Frodi. No, you would not. And I would absolutely do Gunhild the service of allowing her to be married matrilineally. But look, the youngest guy is 34, and he's an average Joe. The only guys with any talents are like 50 and 60-year-old men. And we don't want to do that to our friend. If it were any other lady, we wouldn't be bothered. But Gunhild's... she's a friend. She's a commander in our army. And a fellow sister of the Wolf Warriors. We're not going to treat her that lightly. Okay, Holmgir. We can pick an education for Holmgir. And, oh, that's not good. He can be a diplomat or an intrigue. But he's gonna have drawbacks either way. I don't think he's capable enough to be a warrior. But are we gonna let Fussy trump Rowdy? Or are we gonna let Curious trump Fussy? He's got a 5 in diplomacy, mind you, and only a 2 in intrigue, so... despite the drawback, we are gonna chance it a little bit and give him a diplomatic education. Because that's what suits him the best. We could have gone religion, or possibly even stewardship, but we want him to have some particular strengths in whatever education we're gonna pick for him. Okay, we're gonna go for another grand hunt. Let's go, Harald. Okay, I have no idea why we got that notification. Right, another white heart's been seen. We're gonna take this kill ourselves this time. Very good. Very good, Gummisnod. I think after this hunting's over, we're gonna go out and loot and pillage some more. Because nothing seems to be really happening on these hunts. Hold on, Rygen has finished building something. We're gonna build a weaponsmith. Okay. The dogs have caught scent of a boar in the forest. This is the chance of getting a mighty boar slain. Of course, I'm gonna face it alone. I ain't a coward. Ooh, shit. The boar injured us. Well, so long as it didn't maim us, I guess we should be alright. The grand hunt is over for now. This was a truly noble endeavor and a true challenge for our martial abilities. Okay, we got a little bit of prestige there. Nothing special. As we've almost replenished our troops, as we're now grievously scarred. Oh, wow. Look at his face there. Oh, that's great. That's great. Gunhild has helped teaching Dyre here. That's perfect. That is absolutely fantastic. By the start of next year, we're going on the ships and we're gonna go loot and pillage some more. Cause as much as he enjoys sitting around hunting, he has he's missed the thrill of battle a little bit. And waging wars and fighting is still what he does best. He's always gonna be a better warrior than a hunter. So let's raise the personal levies straight away, except for those in Rygen. These ones here are good enough as they are. Harald can go on his own. We're gonna embark the army on the boats, and we're gonna start by looting Frisia here. Last time we fought on the plains of Holland was in service of King Sigurd all those years ago. Now we're returning to the independent kingdom, which is hopefully a lot more richer in gold, to loot their belongings. Oh yes indeed. So we're landing here and won instantaneously. I've noticed that since joining the Wolf Warriors, my son has been eschewing his studies in favor of training with the other fighters. It has become impossible to sit him down to read a book. No, but we're not much of a reader either. We'd only think it good if he was to practice his fighting skills. So, yeah, fuck it, that's how it should be. Let's give him one martial instead. Yeah. Never mind if we lose a bit of learning. We're not exactly a learned person ourselves. And we prefer him to be a spitting image of us. So we'll lay siege to this here castle, Flardringen. What's this? We can claim Nordland. Ooh, we can claim Nordland for our chancellor. I don't think we'll do that, though. Don't think we'll do that. He's getting old. He's gonna die any minute. Obviously, we're not gonna tell him that. But yeah. From a practical standpoint, it's much better to just hold on. We're putting the needs of Skåne before the needs of individual courtiers, including ourselves, mind you. I've encountered veteran Gandalf? Hold on a minute, your name's Gandalf? What the hell's Gandalf doing here? I thought you were supposed to be in Middle-earth, doing shit, helping out against Sauron and everything. But okay, I've encountered veteran Gandalf many times while carrying out my duties for the Wolf Warriors, and it's always pleasant. It is always a pleasant occasion. We can talk for hours if the time allows it, because he never bores me. While our discussions are often lengthy, we always seem to agree on the matters which are most important. Yeah, why not? We're becoming friends with Gandalf. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh! The king's lands are now being looted by fellow Vikings. Like, that is how poor of a standing you are in, Knud. Vikings being looted by fellow Vikings. And who's this mofo? It's Thorgil of Thorgil's host of Telemark. So he doesn't seem to have any claims to anything. Who's this mofo? Who's his father? Damn it. Can we get out of here? Okay, literally of Telemark. It's one of the sons of this dude here. Oh well, so long as you leave Skåne alone, we won't have any problems. What's happening here? It has come to the attention that your daughter Hilde remains outside of our fold. May we humbly urge you to talk to her about becoming a member of the Wolf Warriors. Oh, she's got a hedgehog pet too. That's nice. Well, we tried raising her to become a warrior, but she was more naturally talented in the arts of diplomacy. And she's only got a martial of 11, so I don't know. I think she's personally better suited for diplomacy. Like if you would have asked us about Hafrid here, that would have been a different matter, but you're asking for my oldest daughter. No. We're gonna decline this one as well. We're gonna put the interests of our family, as loyal as we are to the Wolf Warriors, we're gonna put the interests of our family first. We've given the Wolf Warriors our eldest son. That should count as something. As the Dutchmen are sending an army to try and relieve the siege of Flandringen. Now, can we do something about that? Can we, like... No need to go berserk here. Can we do a war sacrifice? Yeah, let's do a war sacrifice. Let's see what these things look like. I must show my devotion to the divine patrons of my lodge if I wish for them to favor me in battle. The greater my sacrifice, the greater will be the reward that the old gods will grant me in the wars to come. I'm certainly not sacrificing my daughter. That's completely out of the question. Will I sacrifice a general? I could pay 50 gold. Yeah, why not? Why not? But who's this feller? Oh, jeez, look, he's possessed. He was one of the random Joes that we got in our court without really asking for it, because the game figured he'd make a good commander, but we've got literally no use of him. But at the same time, we are kind and charitable. It's not within Harald's nature to just randomly arrest people and make sacrifices out of them. That just doesn't fit who he is. So as much as I'd probably do it off camera, we're not gonna do it here. We're gonna immolate prized specimens of our livestock, and hope that's enough. A couple of fellow warriors helped me constrain the majestic offering that I've personally picked for my livestock for this occasion. While a priest chants, I plunge the sacrificial dagger deep into the beast's flesh, letting its blood shower over my face. Ew! I turn around and the priests inscribe a few holy symbols on my face with blood and dirt. May this sacrifice bring me fortune! Wow! Now the Christians are sitting there in their castles probably thinking, you, how crazy are you? Let's go take out these heathen barbarians, which I'm guessing they're in a right to believe. But hey ho, let's see how everything goes. As the battle commences straight away, everybody's attacking Harald, but he's pushing strongly against the center, as he did in this war game. He gets rid of the flanks instantly and brushes everybody aside like it's nothing! We've been attacked, and he made somebody the spy master. Okay, look! That was hardly any effort at all. I told you! It's such a waste of this man's potential to just have him sit around being content. He is a warrior. He wins battles. He wins wars for people. Like, how can the game not realize the capabilities, the strengths, the potential of this man? Like it's absurd. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to loot and plunder. We're absolutely gonna continue to... What? Steward Ulfhild came to me with some regrettable news. It seems like the too much has passed since we first uncovered the rumor of the artifact, and now the trail's gone cold. And the search's been cancelled. Right. So we spent all those years searching for nothing, just because Rikulfir didn't get his share of troops that he asked for so many times. He lost all trail of it, making all these years searching for nothing. He died stressing himself out because of this stupid search, and now the trail's gone cold. Well, that was indeed a gigantic waste of time and effort, as the weaponsmith in Rügen is done. Let's have the war camp, first and foremost. Okay, we've almost looted this place of... Wait. 12 gold. We've caught this little girl, who we're just going to release instantly, of course. We're not in the habit of subjecting children to cruel treatment. Oh, Ulfhild's dead! She died of cancer. Ooh. That's, I was gonna say creepy. I meant to say... not scary, but... You know. So who can we appoint steward? Actually, yes. This guy here, the Baron of our castle in Rügen. He's been a bit grumpy with us because he's been wanting a seat on the council. And I was telling you last time how, out of all our vassals, he's the only one with some degree of competence. So guess what, dude? Today's your lucky day. You've just been awarded a free spot in our council. So in you go. Go and oversee the construction of the buildings in Rügen and make me proud. As we can go on another great hunt. I'm guessing we're just gonna go on a hunt over here while the siege is going on. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. A grand hunt in Holland. hunting in the forests there while waiting for the siege to be over. Okay, this is the marriage with the Norwegians, with Viken. So let's allow this to go through. Thanking you. She's left for the Kingdom of Viken. What's this? On the hunt, you keep seeing a group of wolves from time to time. They only seem to appear when you're alone or when no one else is looking, however. It all has a strange, exhilarating effect on you, making your blood run quicker and drawing out your hunting instinct. Ooh, and he gets a bit cheery. He's really connected to the animals of the forest, isn't he? The great bear, hunting with wolves. What does it say? Cheery disposition. Perhaps I should use my extensive military knowledge to impress Gunhildr. Yeah, let's brag to this girl a bit about our military exploits. Because there's surely a whole bunch of stories to share from there. And she seemed to be very impressed. The stories I've spread about my military prowess openly praised me for my bravery and military brilliance. Yeah! Because if there's anything this guy can do, it's accomplish things on the battlefield. And boy, he's accomplished stuff. Okay, we've spotted a white hart in the north of Holland. We're gonna give this one to Dyra. Because our son's not here to partake in the hunt, so it makes little sense to send him anywhere. Okay. Yeah. Lands are being raided and pillaged again. What are these guys doing here? Ooh. Jylland wants to take over Holland. Okay, that makes sense. I thought he was coming over to our lands, but then I realized this is not our lands. And we've looted 38 gold from Holland. The hunt is over. Fantastic. 84 gold. I suspect they're gonna land troops and... Okay, our father-in-law, the dad of our wife, has died, which we don't really care too much about, but hey-ho. Holland has hired some mercenaries. They're gonna send them up to Jylland. And we're just gonna continue to lay siege to Haarlem here. Loot them of their belongings too. Because that's what you do when you're a Viking. What time are we on? Literally 1 minute. The timer's gonna beep any minute now. Weaponsmith has been built in Skåne. Perfect. What do we want to build next? We want to build a... Let's have another war camp. And let's finish looting Haarlem here. Shouldn't take too long. They've only got 6 morale left. It's been looted with 41. As your men return from looting the holding, one of them hands you an axe with a strange purple sheen and a plus etched into the handle, followed by the number 2. After weighing it carefully in your hands, you toss aside your old grey axe in favor of the new weapon. Ooh, I feel stronger. Well, we donned a spear. We've always done the spear as our choice of weapon in the battlefield. How do we feel about an axe? It's a mysterious axe. Quality 2. I guess we'll wear it for a while. We'll wear it for a while and see what it does. Okay, we don't want to assist in these sieges. We're gonna board the ships with the gold we've got, and I'm going to allow myself to play a little bit longer still, because I've been without this game for a day and I already feel kind of lost. We're gonna go and loot these here Italian holdings in the north of France, hoping that Italy are too caught up in a war of their own, which they are. King Simon taken after his father, King Louis here, is attacking the Byzantine Empire. De jure holding over Zadar. Is Zadar somewhere down here? De jure holding war over Zadar. Can we find the region? Zadar. Oh, he wants to take Croatia. Really? Do the Byzantines own land down here or what? Quite a puny war to start, I would say. Like, waging war on an empire just for some small barony holdings, but hey ho. You wanna go for it, then go for it. You're not doing very well though. Oh look, he's married an African woman. Christian African woman, but still. Not sure how common that was in those times. Okay, so we've arrived over here. The Italians are busy with their own war, so they shouldn't be giving us any trouble. Hold on, actually, let's go over here. This one's the richer province. Oh, great! You've helped Dyre improve his military skills. That is fantastic. That's exactly what we like to hear. Okay, lay siege to Bologna, because that might yield some profit as well. We're gonna continue looting until we've filled the ships, as we always do. Bandits have raid, and yeah, raiders are looting Själland, because that's how... This is how disrespected we are. We're looted by other Vikings. Just leave Skåne alone, and that's all Haraldr is gonna be worried about for now. You pregnant? No. Is your wife pregnant? She is! She is! Look, look! Svanhildr is expecting the first child together with Ravn. We're gonna have a grandchild! Yay! We'll see what he decides to name the grandchild. That's gonna be quite exciting. Yeah, our family's slowly but surely expanding into the next generations. And that is flippin' awesome. What other cities are these? It's St. Paul, Montreux, Hesdin. And these mofos here can't do shit because they're just 200 guys. Is anything interesting happening here? What's England? Ooh! Oh, look at that! Look at that! He's had a son. He wants to name the son Harald. Oh, and he's got kind and diligent too. Wow! He's actually turning out to be quite the virtuous dude. Just don't get the content trait though, and we're all good, okay, Ravn? See, this is something that the game is gonna keep doing. I've noticed this when playing as Viking rulers before, that they're just repeating a cycle of naming their kids after their fathers. So Ravn is gonna name his children Harald. The next Harald is gonna name his child Ravn. Then that child Ravn is gonna name his child Harald, and it's just gonna be a cycle of using the same names all the time, which I'm not really a big fan of. I don't think it's entirely realistic, but I'm gonna go for it for now. But I will be free to change his name entirely at a later time. So, yeah. Say hello to little Harald Jr. here. Harald Ravnsson. Ooh. Oh, hold on. Now something's happening here. King Knud, Knut of Själland, is declaring war on his own brother. Noticing the rising popularity of his own brother amongst his vassals, he's still desperate to try and show his worth. So now he's gonna show the vassals once and for all which of Sigurd's sons is on top by declaring war on his very own brother. Most likely against the will of the council, because they've just grown discontent. Oh wow. We might have to return home early though, because they might come and take Skåne. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that makes the most sense. So yeah, we're gonna leave it off here and then reevaluate and reassess at the time of the next session. So I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. Hope you'll tune in again next time for some more Crusader Kings 2 with Harald the Great Bear. Oh, Hallgrim's grown up. Why didn't we get a notification on that? Oh, he hasn't turned out great though. Ooh, but he did get a masterful level of intrigue education. He's an elusive shadow. He's not great at intrigue, only 10, but there's room for improvement. He's a more dishonorable fellow. He's inherited our bravery in battle, but he ain't a patient guy. He gets angry. He gets angry and wroth very easily, and he's got an over-fondness of money. He's probably grown so used to grow up in riches that he considers it a natural aspect of life. He's not below cheating his way to just earning some extra cash, but we'll see. We'll see how his character develops later on. We'll see how the Great Bear's character develops later on as well, if he ever decides to come out of hibernation and make something of his own claim. So yeah, anyways, hope you'll join me next time. I wish you all a good day, good night, and a good evening, whatever the time is where you are now, and I will see you all again later.